Episode 27.
Cause you're smooth. Like Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, we got the good old Jack Daniels.
The classic. I don't think I've had Jack Daniels in a decade.
It's been a while since I had Jack Daniels. And
I've had,
Mike
like-
drinks this shit like it's fucking water.
I've had Banana Jacks, but I wouldn't call that quite the same thing. That sounds real good on the microphone.
Glug, 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 glug. We're drinking out of them Norland glasses. I actually really like these glasses. It's like the perfect glass.
Yeah. Very nice.
Very nice.
Can I give it? Oh, no, I'll sniff it.
You want to peel off the front label like you
Yes,
did
I
that
do.
other time?
I want to open it up.
Oh, shit.
Episode 27?
Yeah, 27. I think Zach was 26.
Cheers to 27.
Cheers.
One more week till you're not 27.
Yeah, holy shit, yeah. Birthday kind of snuck up on me.
A week till you're old.
This Sunday coming up. It is Monday that we're recording the episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually kind of nice.
That's really smooth.
Yeah. What's that?
Just like the
flavor
song.
in there, though. What is that? Oh, that's definitely French.
A dookie.
I don't know what it sour mash. Maybe that's what it is. It's a sour mash.
Whatever the fuck that
Whatever
means.
the fuck that you want to look at.
For a fucking...
It's a nice bottle.
You know, you would think for a podcast that reviews whiskey, we would
We would
try to
know.
find out some
Yeah.
terminology by now.
Probably not, though.
It'll come around one of these days.
One of these days. It's nice.
It is.
It's better than when I remember it, but I used to drink it back in like high school.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think I drank it since I was a teenager. Like, really drank it. Like,
yeah.
because doing shots of it isn't...
I'd like to take back my previous statements on what I said about Mike and how he drinks shit whiskey.
That's good.
It's good.
Yeah. That's all my stepbrother drinks.
That's what you were saying.
That's
when
all
I
he drinks.
talked about Mike.
He,
that one
he
time.
basically just drinks it straight, too.
Really?
He
The
just
same
has-
with Mike. Mike drinks it right out of the fucking bottle.
I don't blame him.
I like it cold, though. If it's not cold, it's nice.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It's about as smooth it gets as well.
Yeah, it's right up on along the lines of some turkey.
I remember...
Turkey is
There was-
hands down favorite. Though.
I think it was the first time I ever had Jack Daniels. I was a kid,
Yeah.
a teenager, and someone had given me a Mickey, and I it's at the end of a night too. Someone had given me a Mickey of it, and I had a red cup, and I was gonna make like a whiskey and Coke or something
Yeah.
like that.
Jack and Coke.
And I was outside, and I was like pouring it, and I'm like, and I look at the bottle, and I'm like, oh, there's like barely any left. I'll just finish it off. So like I
It was
got
a
like
whole cup.
it was a whole cup, and then like I put, and then I put like as like much pop as would fit in it.
Yeah, so
Obviously
a couple
not-
drops.
Yeah, not much. And I took a sip of it. And I think I almost like immediately
Threw up.
puked.
Dude, I don't know how many times we did that,
How
or
fuck-
I did that.
You
It'd be
have
like
to experiment, but Jesus Christ,
you're like pouring it in, and you're like, there's not that much left. And then when you finish pouring, it's like
that's a lot.
might have been too much. You know,
Yeah.
like I probably could have got 2 more drinks out of it, but it's like
Yeah, for sure. Now you're just
now it's one.
I'm drinking a fucking juice glass full of bourbon. It's a 7 ounce.
Oh my god.
It's a bit more than a
Yeah,
double.
I used to do that all the time. But yeah, Mike drinks this shit like it's going out of style. Always a bottle at the cottage. Always a bottle being passed around at the fire.
Fucking fair enough. It's good.
It's good. I'm a fan of the wild turkey though. That's oh fuck. This is good though.
Wild.
Man. Yo, pick up your glass.
It's
You, you
dark,
can just see it like
Glisten in the
oh
moonlight.
my god, yeah. It's got a nice color.
Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. A little ASMR for the folks at home.
It actually really looks good in the glass. Yeah, I've been getting nonstop ads for these glasses though.
Yeah.
Since we said the name like 17 times on the last podcast that we did
Google
here.
will get you.
Dude, Audrey was making fun of me the other night. She's
Targeted
like,
ads.
targeted ads get
Yeah.
you every time.
CJ's the king of targeted
Yeah,
ads for those listening at home.
So I was taking a dump the other
He
day.
clicks on all of them and he buys all of the products they advertise to him.
It's not even buying. The games are what get me a lot of the time. And it's because, like, I'm sorry, but the mobile games, I'm good for like a couple weeks. Then it's boring. Get me on something else.
What's the, like apps on your phone?
Yeah. Just
okay.
little shitty games. Anyways, I'm taking a dump the other day, scrolling Instagram, and I don't know how many times I've seen this ad pop up for this game. And it said, the dumbest game ever. It's like this chicken farm game.
So naturally you bought it.
I didn't even, it was free.
Sure, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Pay to win. Like if you want to do better, you pay for in-game.
They all have the same business model now, eh?
Yeah.
It's like set it up. They just either bombard you with advertisements so that like you'll pay like $1 to get rid of ads.
Yeah.
Because the ads become like infuriating.
Yeah.
Or like you said, it's like if you actually want to get good at it.
Or like escalate, like jump up quickly and be like
You're just
top of the top.
Throwing money over.
Yeah. And it
because a lot of them are time based, right? It's like you can't upgrade until like unless you want to fucking set timers on your fucking phone.
Yeah, this one's time based, but it's not like when you you just gotta wait to like make money, and then you can like instantly upgrade shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you can hold down a button and it's you fucking more chickens hatch.
It's a cheat.
No,
it's just like
I'll show you after, but like you literally
it's like part of the game.
Yeah, you hold down button and chickens hatch and they run into your little hatcheries and. That's literally the entire game, and you
literally just raise chickens.
Yeah.
Do you sell them for eggs or do you sell them for meat?
Yeah, and then you make money. And
are they all hens, or what do you do with the males?
Yeah, they're all
hens. Do you throw them in
hens.
the wood chipper?
They're just non-existent.
Because that's
we're making them out of test tubes, and they're only females.
Nice.
It's fantastic.
That's a good strategy.
It's fun. It's not really fun, but it keeps me entertained while I'm taking a dump.
It's fully addicting.
Kind of, yeah.
Entertained is another word for fully addicting.
Oh, man. Yeah, so that game got me. There's another one, and I've been debating it called...
Okay, so was that one I targeted at?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And I've gotten it, like, I've just, like, scrolled past.
You're
my
like,
brother
fine, I'll fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Leave me alone.
My brother even said, he's like, dude, I've seen that game, I don't know how many times. I'm like, I just pulled the trigger on it.
What's it called? Chicken Farmer?
It's like Egg Inc. I think it's Egg Inc.
That sounds like a vegan documentary.
Egg Inc. It's so fucking dumb. Like,
I believe you.
Literally the dumbest game. Like, okay, cool. I got 53,000 chickens while I was away. I hold down this button. All these chickens run out. And then I have these habs, and that's where they fucking live.
Okay. You're melting my brain already looking at this.
Yeah. The one good thing about it is I'm not getting bombarded with ads. If I watch ads, I get like money or more chickens.
But they're not harassing.
You don't have to watch ads to play. So that's kind of nice. But yeah.
That's reasonable.
Those ones get me all the time.
So is that like more your go-to if you're going to play a game on your phone, like
something stupid,
like a farmer, or like
some that I can
similar along those lines?
Yeah, I've done my fair share of like the what was it called, like Game of War. There's a couple other ones.
Those games must
heard
make
of
some
Conquest.
Crazy money because they advertise on TV all the time.
Mike knows a guy that spent like 10 G's on one of the games we were playing.
I believe it.
Like
believe it.
No, the guy's not hurting for money, but like
that's a lot of money.
10 G's, man. Like,
and the thing is that
could have bought something nice with that.
But the problem with those things is it's like death by 1,000 cuts because it's all like $1. Well, I'm only spending $1.
Somebody else is going to spend 11. Now you're getting fucked over by that guy.
What I mean is like how like you can go to spend 10 grand. So like you'll be like, pay $1 for this. You're like, okay, I spend like $3 on the game every week.
Yeah.
And then like as it tallies up, it's like, oh, it's only like $20 a month I spend on it. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
It's a couple of coffees, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're still spending money on a fucking game that's on your phone.
Yeah, true. It's like regular video games now, though. Like
they're expensive too.
Yeah, when new games come out, they're like fucking what, $80 now?
Yeah, it's $90 after tax now usually.
It's crazy. And then there's all these in-game purchases like the battle passes and all this shit. The one game me and Audrey are playing right now, Valorant, is a free-to-play game, so you don't need to pay to play the game. You just set up an account and away you go. But if you want to have like cool, like gun camos or gun skins,
that's where they get you.
And dude,
and can you ever unlock those for free or like no?
No,
you have to pay for them.
Or you buy the battle pass. Now
what's
Fortnite,
the battle cost?
I think it's like $15-$20.
And that's it for the year?
No, that's like for that battle pass, which is probably like a 2 to 3 month period.
So yeah, over a year's time, you've paid $90 for the game if you buy those every time.
And
But it's probably cheaper than buying like 1 or 2 camos, I'm sure, because it probably just
dude, so
unlocks
this
everything.
game, I have a problem with this game. So Fortnite did a great job on their battle pass. So you buy their battle pass. If you complete the battle pass or come pretty close to beating the battle pass, throughout the process of the battle pass, you'll get like their in-game currency, which then allows you to buy the battle pass next season without spending another $20.
Okay, you can use it with your.
So you buy the
Fortnite
battle
points.
pass once,
Yep.
yeah, and then you get more points as you progress throughout the battle pass. And if you play the game a lot, it's pretty easy to get through the battle pass and get those points.
Mhm.
And then they release like other exclusive skins that are like $3, $15, $20 for a bundle. Like I think the most expensive skin for like one item was like $9 on there. Then with the game we're playing now, dude, one gun camo is like $30.
Oh my god!
Dude, if you want the bundle that's out currently,
You can buy guns for cheaper.
dude, it's $120 for like 5 skins.
What?
Yeah,
Or what does your gun look like? It just looks like a.
it's just black.
Like black.
Yeah, come on.
So what?
Noob. Now, I played the game when it was in beta and I spent like $40 because I'm like, I'm going to play the game.
Mhm.
May as well spend $40. And at the time, whatever you spent on, you got like 20% extra on top of that. When the
Okay,
game
it's
got
like cash back almost.
Yeah. So like I spent $40 and I got like $50 worth of credits when the game actually got released. So that was kind of nice. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like whatever. So when the game came out, I got like one of the first skins, but now there's new skins coming out tomorrow that are pretty fucking dope and they're going to be expensive as shit. And it's like,
Don't.
fuck, I shouldn't.
Don't.
I might.
Do
No,
not.
I'll probably just get the battle pass, which is like $10. I don't
You
even,
have
I think I
access
need
to
to
all
spend
those.
like $3.
Is there a lot of people?
Oh,
spend the $3.
Dude, there are people
there-
that
I was
have
gonna-
bought every
Well,
fucking
that's what I was
skin.
gonna say. Is there people in that game that are flexing?
Oh yeah, literally will buy every skin. Now there's like content creators
Yeah.
and pros that buy the skins because they're
they got
making an
deals.
abundance of money playing
Yeah.
the fucking game. So why not?
What's the graphics like in this game?
Pretty basic. It's kind of like a anime style art.
Okay.
If like I can pull up an image for you. It's pretty cool. I really like the. Have you ever heard of CS:GO, Counter-Strike?
Yes.
Okay, so I believe a couple developers
Was
and
Counter
other
Strike third person?
nope, first person
I'm
shooter.
thinking of something else then.
So
I've heard of it, but I'm just thinking.
A couple
of something else.
people left that, like whoever makes Counter Strike, and they made their own game called Valorant, and so the game's a lot like Counter Strike, and like the mechanics, the way the guns shoot, the way the maps actually kind of work and are laid out. Yeah, here
So-
you can just scroll through there. You can see some like images in game and shit. But yeah, no, it's a fun game. But yeah, it blows me away that they've kept the value of skins at what they are. Obviously, they're making a shit ton of sales because they haven't changed.
Yeah, they're not
They're
lowering
pr-
their pricing.
Yeah, so it's actually
Cool.
insane. Yeah, it's a fun game.
Are you gonna get a phone without a home button for your birthday? Do you think?
No, that one's not that old. Only, I guess, 2 years now.
Really?
I might be lying on that.
Yeah.
iPhone 8 Plus.
Sure. I don't know. I got the 10 and,
I feel
and
like
it was for
it's-
free, so I can't really talk
You
shit.
work?
I had the 7. No, it wasn't through work. It was my dad's girlfriend.
Oh hell yeah! Can't fucking
She
beat that.
keeps 2 phones at all times. She's like, I don't need this one right now.
She's a drug dealer.
Yep.
Cool.
Certainly.
Cool.
And so I got a free iPhone 10, which was nice because the way that my plan is set up with my phones is we have this my mom and I we share the plan.
Yeah.
And it's really cheap
hmm
like for what we get. I think we each get like 13 gigs of data
Yeah,
and it's
that's like us.
really cheap. But if we ever change like we can't leave this plan
No.
because we'll be screwed.
Yeah.
So, but the thing
Yeah.
is
As soon as you leave, you're paying like fucking double the price, if
probably
not more.
probably triple.
Yeah.
Is basically what our plan is. I think we play like a third of what this plan would cost.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't pay it, but but the thing is you can't upgrade your phone through it. So if you need a
Yeah,
new phone, you
it's
gotta
like a
buy it. You gotta
standalone.
buy it outright.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
but you'll say like the amount of cost savings you get from like changing the plan. It makes sense to buy it outright.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the problem with phones now is like fucking $1,200 out the door for new things. So
Oh,
it's like,
dude, it's
I can
it's a
wait.
fucking computer.
yeah, I can wait.
It's
We're good.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, there are probably more than $1,200 now. Probably like $2,000 for the new iPhone.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't even want to look.
No. So in a couple
I-
years, hopefully someone else is getting rid of a couple generation newer phone, or
And
else I'll
hopefully
just
you
have
can
this.
find one.
I think I was on the 6S for like half a decade.
I was on my phone.
Like 5 years.
I don't
think.
even know what it was. Yeah, probably 6S. And I fried it out in the
Oh,
sun.
it was cooked. Mine.
Oh, I fried mine.
Oh, you
out
left
in
it in the heat.
We're playing music, building a barbecue out in the backyard, put it on like right in the fucking sun.
I know.
Just
they
left
used to
it
give
and it
you
was
warnings.
hot as fuck.
Yeah.
And it shut down. I'm like, okay, fuck, I overheated and it was hot.
To the touch. It's like
Yeah.
picking up a
So
coal
I'm
out of
like,
the fire.
fuck, like I put an ice pack down, put it on the ice pack. I'm like, fuck. And then my phone just wouldn't turn on. I would turn the screen, like it would turn on for like a second after I charged it and like shut it down multiple times. 2 Apple icons would appear. Like I fried the motherboard or something. Like it
wasn't having
fucked.
it.
Yeah.
It was done.
Took it back and the guy that was helping me was like, I've never seen this before. I'm like, great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Is that good news?
And he's like, I'm gonna
He's like,
take it-
absolutely not.
He's like, I'm gonna take it back to like one of the techs. He's like, yeah, so you fried your motherboard. I'm like, great. What's a new phone gonna cost me?
Yeah.
Because they're like, there's no point in replacing.
No,
it.
because of the age.
Yeah.
They got a good business model, I'll tell you that. Every 2 years, they just throw away the old hardware. They're like, sorry.
Sorry, yeah, you can't upgrade. And now, before it was like, I had my 2011 laptop, and again, it fried, and I guess that would have been 2019 that it cooked because I think that's the model this one is. So what's that?
This
8
one's
years, and they're like, you literally missed out by like a year.
Oh, when they stopped carrying this to
Yeah.
fix the parts.
Yeah,
That's not too bad,
I'm
then.
like, fuck.
Better part of
this
a decade.
sucks. And it was cooked. I took it to a third party person. They fixed it like 4 times, and the 3 out of the 4 was on their warranty, so it's free to like send
Yeah.
back. And
It just became too big a pain in the ass.
it just kept breaking. I'm like, fuck this. Well, I'm not going to take it in every 2 weeks for it to be gone a week.
My 2011, I think 2010 or 2011, it's still going. I haven't turned it on in probably 8 months, but
My battery explode like fucking dude. It bubbled out the bottom of my
it actually like
laptop.
melted through.
It
Kind
just
of.
like expanded.
Oh no,
Like I'm surprised it didn't blow up.
that's bad.
Yeah, and it like bubbled the bottom of my laptop, and then the actual like graphic, the video card in it fucking went. So like my screen wouldn't work, nothing would work.
Oh god.
I found fucking like $4,000 later, I got a new laptop. And at the time, I should have said fuck it, and I should have just went PC, like a laptop.
Yeah.
And I should have just gone through Nick and got a Lenovo.
Yeah.
Hindsight's 2020.
Of course. $4,000 later.
Yeah, because what I could have got for $4,000 for Lenovo would have been fucking killer.
Is that big a difference? Eh?
I think so, yeah. And like again, I've said for a while now, once my Mac desktop fucking kicks the can, I'll go PC all the way. It's stupid. The pricing on
It's
Mac.
fixable. You don't have to go. I mean, like.
Oh
you don't
yeah,
have to deal with
I can
Apple.
buy parts
Yeah,
on my own if
exactly.
I need
Yeah.
to. Like once my warranty's up, like
You
that's
can
what I did with
upgrade.
Mike. Mike got a gaming PC. I'm like, just go. One, you don't want to build it. I don't really want to build it for you and set it up for you. So let's just buy you one from through Nick, and got a really good deal. And he's had no problems with it. I'm like, you have a warranty for a year. After the year, if you want to upgrade anything in it, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's free to like. I've had mine for 5 years now. I think 4 or 5 years. I think 5. And now I'm just starting to think maybe I should start upgrading some of my shit. And even then, it's like,
Do you even need to?
no.
It's more like.
Everything is running. I can stream and play games at high quality on the one PC.
So it's just more like. Do it
I
for
would
the sake of
just
doing it.
yeah, I would get a better performance and I could run higher graphics.
And just be
Cool.
minimal. Yeah.
Do I really need it? Probably not. But
Yeah. Just wait.
it's just in recent time where I've been like, maybe I'll upgrade.
Yeah, I get that.
But
It's like
again-
it's like anything. It's like a hobby. So if the latest and greatest is coming out, you're like, oh fuck, maybe I should get that. And you're like, do I need it?
They just
No.
release new shit now, like it's almost twice a year. It seems like they're releasing
believe
new
it.
new stuff. Like, look at Apple.
Apparently, Apple's putting out 4 new phones this year.
It's fucking insane.
4.
And somebody's gonna buy all 4. Though they will
I'm gonna buy all
upgrade.
4.
They will upgrade every time. It's insane. Now, if you have a plan and that as part of it, you utilize it.
You might as well, yeah.
But if like there's actual people that'll go and buy all like outright, which is insane.
It's hard to justify, but it's just
I don't.
there's tech hobbies. There's
As long as my phone
everything.
works, I get calls. I can get my emails to my phone. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You can
Set.
get your chicken run game and
I
everything.
can get my little fucking chicken ink game going, and we're fucking set.
I like it. Do you ever send them off to slaughter in that game?
No, I wish.
So it's
I would
just
make
eggs.
bank, dude. I
You
got like
trillions.
I got 5 million chickens on one. Now
5 million chickens.
Yeah.
How do you care for them?
I don't know who
The game-
does.
Someone's taking care of them.
It's funny though. Like, I didn't really understand like the whole thing, and I'm like doing it, and I leveled up the first one, so it's like your regular egg. Then it goes to like superfood egg. Then it's like a medical egg, and now I'm on like some fucking alien type shit egg.
So you're like producing a new species altogether.
Yeah.
It's a regular chicken and it's
Yeah.
shitting out a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. Oh man.
You ever seen chicken feet up close in
Yes,
person? It's
fucked.
freaky as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Way too
And
freaky.
again, I'm not a fan of birds.
No, I think we've spoken about that. But
Yeah, they don't move their eyes. You can't trust something that doesn't move its eyes.
they're my cousin's got 30 chickens.
I thought you were going to say birds, and I was going to say
No, but
We're not friends.
They were bird people too. They had like an African gray parrot. They had a budgie. Not my style.
yeah, no,
He's got 30 chickens at his place right now, which is great because we get lots of eggs.
yeah,
But they are hilarious to watch.
dude. Fresh farm eggs are literally the best.
Yeah, for sure. It's the way that they're supposed to be.
Literally the best.
Yeah.
So Audrey's uncle has eggs, and Audrey's mom brings us some eggs every once in a while. And the store bought eggs have like that little white, like it's almost like an umbilical cord type shit.
Okay.
It's attached to the yolk. If you ever get store bought eggs the next time, check it out. Just crack one open. The fresh farm eggs don't have it.
So what is it?
I don't know. I don't
Just
know.
really shitty quality where you can see it and you can't see it in the other one, or you don't know?
I have no idea.
Because
I think it's just because they're overproduced.
Who knows? Well, no, chickens lay 1 egg a day, every day.
Yeah, they probably
Whether
have
they're
some
fertilized
crazy
or not.
shit happening.
Oh, and at the fucking
Yeah,
in the
the store-bought
in
ones.
the farms, yeah, the
Yeah.
chicken farms.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's not great
they're
conditions.
probably pumping those 6
Yeah.
a day.
And then the ones that don't put out 6, they just cut their heads off and
Yeah.
send them off.
Yeah, see you later, pal.
Deuces. See you later, lady. Because they're all ladies.
They are. They are.
Anyway, so watching them just roam about. So he has 2 flocks. He got like this 20. He got a flock of 20
Okay.
last year, and he had like an original set of 10.
Does he have property?
Yeah, he's got 10
Okay.
acres.
Okay.
Speaking of property, they destroy the land. Like they make it barren.
Really?
They are efficient creatures
Wow.
at they'll pick anything out. So they'll eat
Hell
all
yeah.
the grass, then they'll
Cool.
start ripping up the grass. They'll
Yeah.
eat whatever roots and bugs and stuff like that.
Damn.
He like any like leftovers they have from thing, they just throw it in the pen. Like they put nothing out in green waste
Wow.
because the chickens eat everything. They're omnivores. They'll eat meat, they'll eat whatever.
Literally everything.
Everything. But it's funny when to watch them go because they're like trot along with their creepy feet and then they'll just stop and they'll stare forward and kick the ground and then they just jam their head in the ground, shuffle forward like an inch, do the same thing, jam their head in the ground. It's so because they can't like scratch and look at the same time.
Yeah.
I guess because they always want to be watching because probably shit wants to eat them all the time.
Yeah.
So they're always looking forward, scratch the ground, then jam their head up, pop back up. Oh, nothing there. Move along. Nothing there. Move along.
Oh my God.
It's pretty cool. So he's got the one flock that's like that's penned in because apparently
Right.
they can't mingle or they'll kill each other.
Like the 2 different.
Yeah,
Huh.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
But
Now
if he
they're
bought a flock of like 100-day-olds,
100, they're fine.
they would be fine.
Cool.
But if you brought in 10 other ones, they'd be like, I think we should kill these
Yeah.
bitches.
We're having turf war.
Yeah,
It's my turf, bitch.
time to die.
Wow.
Yeah, lady gangs.
Yeah. Who knew?
Neither did I. So he's got this one penned in, and I saw them like a month or 2 after they got the flock, and the ground looked like because it was under a couple trees. I thought they were under some cedars or pines. And I, you know, like the pine straw, it's like brown and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was like that, but he's like, no, that was all green grass and it's like barren.
Wow.
They
so
they go
does he have
town.
to like move them every once in a while?
Yeah, he can. But the way that he has is set up, like he gives them feed and
Sure.
they
Yeah.
get lots of food and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, you can create mobile areas to let them go into there, but they like scorch the earth.
Holy
I guess
shit,
the way
that's
to do
wild.
it, because the problem is where his pen's set up. I guess the way to do it is to like you'd have to block off where they go now and send them off into another area for like
Kinda
a couple weeks. Let the other
Fucking
area
put like
come
a
back.
tunnel to a different area.
Yeah, let the other area come back and then just keep moving around, like how you do with like cows and pastures and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Like they eat up one, move them over the other,
Yeah.
throws back up and flip them back and forth.
Gotcha.
But chickens they'll decimate the land.
That's
it's pretty
That's
cool.
wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like my little cousin, his daughters and stuff, like she'll like toboggan with them in her lap. they drive around in ATVs just holding them.
Just holding chickens.
Yeah, they'll like put them on top of nets. They just hang out. Like they're you can. I don't think they have brains. I really do. Like it just to watch them.
If they did, they're very small.
They're for sure tiny,
Yeah.
but they're harmless as fuck. He has young kids and they're just grabbing them,
Yeah.
picking them up. They don't give a shit.
Well, like, you
really
grow
cool.
up with them too, right? At a certain point, it's like, fuck you, chicken. I'm the boss.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
They're just happy to be doing chicken things, I guess, most of the time.
That was actually pleasantly delicious. And I just gotta grab my water.
I wasn't that surprised that this would be that good. You can't be around that long and be that famous.
I shouldn't be, but
Do you have a rating for it?
yeah, you know what? We totally got off topic.
No, it's
'Cause
fine.
I was about to
Circle back when
I
you.
was about to say my rating, and then we
It's good.
ventured into targeted ads.
Targeted ads. I don't even think we
Into
finished that
chickens.
conversation.
I'm gonna go 8.3.
That's a good number.
Yeah, 8.3.
I was thinking 8.1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good.
Gotta write these down. I've been slacking a little bit on our posts for our ratings, just because my computer's been tied up trying to get these YouTube videos. But we figured it out now. We got three lined up to export today. They'll be up, ready to. YouTube is amazing because just like our podcast, where you can schedule it to be released.
Same thing.
Dude, I'm like middle of March.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for our YouTubes, and
The YouTubes.
fuck, I think I'm up to 8 already, and that's like next week. I'm good till, and then something like that. So probably in the next like month and a half, we'll be caught up. I think.
Yeah. Check out 2 Season a Pod on YouTube.
Subscribe.
Although you're probably
like, comment.
subscribe, smash the like button, comment, tell us we're idiots. We know, but
Yeah.
still tell us.
Yeah, tell us your favorite color.
Also, check out Chris Makes Pizza on YouTube.
Yeah, did you watch them?
I've seen all of his. Yeah.
Have you? I watched a few.
Yeah. It's really good. He did a great job with them.
I think I watched his first one or the most recent one. I kind of wish he talked.
I like that he doesn't, though.
You do?
Yep. Because it just keeps it on the thing. But he said that I think you got to turn the captions on because you get a bit more information.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anyone who
That's
does
cool.
go to Chris Makes Pizza and you're like looking for like, how long do I stir this and all that stuff? I think if you just turn captions on,
It'll tell you.
it'll tell you.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So again, shout out to Chris at Chris Makes Pizza.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
Shout
I
out
liked
to
them.
a
They were
friend.
good videos.
Yeah. I like those ones that are kind of simple. And they're like a good length too, like 4 or 5 minutes.
Did you like, comment, and subscribe?
I smashed the like button. I commented and subscribed.
Nice. I did too.
I think I've
I'm
subscribed
like,
on
I
2
want one of
accounts.
these.
I'm pumping those numbers for him. Just
Hell
been
yeah.
creating emails all day.
Hell yeah.
Subscribe and subscribe. Let them run on repeat.
Hell
Get
yeah.
the views pumped up.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm comfortable with an 8.1 with this Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I don't know, doing these whiskey reviews has really opened up my eyes to a whole lot more whiskeys out there, and not always straight lining to like the one that I know. Like
Yeah.
before, it was like, I know Wild Turkey's a safe.
It's hard. I know what you're saying because I was in the LCBO there. We
Like
buying a gift
Gibson's.
for someone who
Yeah.
drinks whiskey, but then I kind of like ended up going to like more of a safe bet.
Yeah.
But I found myself just like looking through the aisle for a long time. Like, fuck, should I? This one looks
This
okay.
one, yeah, or
There's-
this one was good.
It's
this
almost like
one
there's
was
too much
good.
choice now.
Yeah.
After like you broaden your horizons and
Yeah.
realize that they're all pretty good.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
But like again, it opened my eyes. Like again, like just regular Gibson. I don't think I'd ever go to that 12-year or the 8-year before doing
No.
all these reviews. Right, I would never go that route. It was like just
What's the
regular
regular one?
Gibsons,
Yeah.
regular Jamesons, the Wild Turkey. Those were like my go-tos.
Yeah, I forgot there's a Wild Turkey 101.
Yeah, you brought that up
It's a proof.
the other episode.
So I think the regular Wild Turkey is like 80 proof and
Sure.
the 101 is a different proof. I should look up what the proofs mean and I'll
I have
circle
no
back.
idea,
I'm just
yeah.
going to write it down
Yeah,
because
for
I
sure.
do want to look it up
Oh,
for.
I had to write down our ratings before I forget. Because what are we? Fucking 30 minutes in. Yeah, I'll be sitting here listening for 30 minutes trying to figure when the fuck did we do these ratings? We talked about the whiskey.
I'm sure we spoke about it at
yeah,
some
we talked
point.
about it, but when the fuck? Oh, there it is.
Entertainment. Dead air. I'm talking to you guys. Hello.
So what have you been up to lately?
I have been working and enjoying the fact that we are out of lockdown.
Finally, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
For
fuck.
now. I think another one just went in. Another Simcoe.
Is Toronto out?
Toronto
Are you
is-
guys Simcoe?
No. We're York.
You're still York region?
We're the furthest point of York.
I really didn't. I thought you guys were out of York.
No, because we have a huge region that's called something else, but it's within York region. It's really silly.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey,
Apparently,
listeners, remind us to take a picture after today's episode
yeah,
of the whiskey.
like and subscribe as well. The Muskoka Simcoe is the same region,
Okay.
which is a huge
Yeah.
difference. Like that's like Bradford all the way up to like Muskoka,
yeah,
which
that's insane.
people that live in Muskoka in the wintertime, they're small populations. So if like Barrie goes into lockdown, people that live 3 hours north of them also go into lockdown. So there's a petition now that they're trying to separate.
Just kind of segregate us a little more.
Well, yeah, and I think that
Just like split up the fucking town lines.
yeah. So like this, I'm of two minds of this. So amalgamation of regions is a good thing
Right.
in the sense of like policing. It's really effective. Like that's why there's a lot of problems in the States because there's like every town has their own police force, and then there's no cohesiveness from one town to the next, and then there's no like count. Then there's like a county one. It's a mess. But in Canada, we put together all of our police forces. So like you ended up with the OPP, York Region Police, Peel Police. So they deal with like broad communities, and it keeps it more centralized. So I think it's good in that sense.
Right.
But the problem with Simcoe and Muskoka is they're just under OPP anyway. So for them to split up,
It wouldn't even matter.
it wouldn't change much,
No.
right? And I don't think that it really affects
Just
much
that
with
somebody would
funding.
have to come up with a new name for.
It would probably go from Simcoe. Now we have Simcoe, and now we have Muskoka as opposed to Simcoe Muskoka. Right? It'd be a tough one to figure
Yeah,
out.
it would.
Yeah.
That sounds really hard.
Yeah. So, like, but again,
How'd you come up with that? That seems very
I
intelligent.
took away the hyphen,
Oh,
and then I gave them their each own word.
Wow.
What they should do
They
is
should hire you.
they should give Muskoka Simcoe and Simcoe Muskoka.
You
just
should
to fuck it
trademark
around.
that.
I have. It's already in the fucking work. That's why I'm talking about it now, just to get a jump on and let anyone know. Just so you
It's
know,
Chris owns
it's
it.
already trademarked. Fuck yourselves. But again, this whole, like the weird things that COVID kind of highlights is like where I live, very rural community, the very northern tip of York Region. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that we were York Region. I knew we had York Region Police, but I just
Didn't
assumed
make-
that was a
it doesn't,
proximity
yeah.
thing. But now again, when COVID hits and like Markham is the only part of York Region that has problems, where we live, we've had like a dozen cases maybe
Yeah.
and no community spread whatsoever. And then we've been in lockdown for a year,
As long as we have.
as long as York has, right?
Yeah.
So I would be down for like places to break up like that. But it also creates problems again on the other side of the coin is like, well, fuck, like I live in Aurora and Richmond Hill's right here and they're in lockdown and Aurora's not in lockdown. So I'll just drive there. But you can do that anyways in Canada. So I never understood this whole border hopping thing. I thought that was a dumb way to look at
Yeah, I
things.
think you got to look
'Cause
at borders
because
as a more
people-
broader. Like you can't look at it like going town to town.
Do you bitch at people when they drive to a different town to work? No.
No.
So why are you going to bitch them if they drive to a different town for a grocery store?
Yeah,
Like sometimes we come down here and go to the Asian grocery store because
you guys don't have one.
no, we don't have one, and their produce is really cheap.
Yeah, it actually is. A lot of
Yeah,
the shit's
it's
really
a Chinese
cheap.
grocery store. We don't have one up there.
Yeah,
If we're coming down to see in-laws or something like this, we'll stop by there and
yeah, why not?
do the grocery shop because
Fucking
it's like
driving right
it's
past.
like a quarter the price. It's hilarious. Like if you work it out, the cost in produce,
we picked up,
and it's the exact same stuff.
So Audrey made hot pot the other night, which is kind of like an Asian fondue. Okay. Just instead of like a fondue
is that
style,
where, like,
it's
you
like
drop the stuff in and it cooks it.
So you have like 2 different soups.
Yeah.
And so you got like one broth, a different broth, a shit ton of veggies, some meats. You just kind of drop it in as it's cooking, whatever. And then that broth gets better throughout the night. And then usually at the end of the night, you put some ramen in, have some ramen noodles and soup, or you just save the broth for the next day and have some ramen noodles and shit like that. And it was fucking fantastic. And we went there and bought a shit ton of fucking food. And dude, yeah, like literally a quarter of what we would have spent somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Any other grocery, name it.
Same name brand stuff. It is all the same.
Sure. Like I have no idea. I didn't really look. But like
if next time you go in there, just kind of pay attention to like look for name brands.
Yeah.
And you'll see them. But again, like when you're in the produce sections, it's hard to come by. But it's all the exact same stuff. It's just they're not it's not going through the big monopolies of groceries and inflated prices.
So if you were to go to like a regular grocery store or like Walmart and you were to pick up like a little burner, like for camping, how much do you think that would be at like Walmart or something like that?
Off the top of my head, I would say Walmart or Canadian Tire would be the cheapest. Oh, like a little burner?
Yeah, just like a little burner.
Like a Coleman stove?
Sure. Like,
$80.
Okay. Fucking like $15 at the Asian grocery store.
Did you go to Centra?
Centra, no, TNT.
Oh, TNT's Loblaws. They're sneaky.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude, you got to go to the one over. There's a better one in town.
Really?
Centra.
Where's that?
It's where
like north of Europe, the old place.
No, it's at St. Andrews Village there, where the Shoeless Joe's is.
Oh yeah. Oh, that store.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's where you got to go.
Really? Eh?
Yeah. TNT's cheaper,
dude. This
but
thing was
Centra's way cheaper than TNT.
Holy shit! This thing was fucking like $12, and then we got this pot that's for hot pot. It was called like a hot pot. And it's got the thing already down the middle, so you can put 2 different fucking broths in and whatever. Nice. $10, dude. I'm like, we would have spent $100
Canadian,
if not more, somewhere else, like Canadian Tire, Walmart.
Was it a plug-in electric one too?
Nah, a little gas canisters.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's wicked.
Yeah, dude.
Did you guys do that
fucking
inside?
Believe it. Yeah.
Are you supposed to use
no?
Okay,
it's outdoor use only.
I was gonna say,
we put it on one of these fucking tiles, and it said fucking.
That was like a.
But it's like a gas stove.
Open a window. Yeah, I know, but like
kind of.
It's not. It's reminding me of when that ice storm was, and like remember homes were over like power for a couple of days.
Yeah,
they had to like releases like please don't do your barbecue inside. Don't use your Bunsen burner or your Coleman burner inside. Yeah, so that's all right. Just open a window.
We did that. Yeah.
Ventilate it.
I don't think we did.
I'm sure you didn't. It's cold out.
Well, we probably did because the dogs wanted it out every once in a while. So it's fine. We're okay.
It's good. Yeah. It's a slight tick and a bit of brain damage, but I think you probably had that before.
I'm pretty sure I had that before.
Yeah. Hot pot. I'm gonna try it. Oh yeah. So anyway,
it's really good. I think you guys would.
So TNT is like fake Asian superstore. Yeah. They care, but
what's the other place called?
Centra. Yeah,
okay.
It's authentic.
I know where it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So TNT
has it always been there?
It's been there a very long time.
Okay. I don't really like wander into that plaza very often.
You would have no reason to because it's off the beaten track, unless like you knew it was there.
Well, like I drive past it every summer when I work at SAC, but
it's also in the back.
Yeah,
where there was a food lane or IGA.
Well, we used to go to that sushi place in there every once in a while.
Yeah, I think it's
just never noticed it.
I know it's easy done.
Fuck.
It's been there a very long time, and I wasn't aware of it, but my in-laws went there.
Yeah,
and we started going there. I guess 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Huge difference in cost.
Oh,
it's actually like probably for me, it's probably worth the half-hour drive in gas and time.
Yeah,
to do all the produce and fruit shopping there. Is that big a difference?
Oh, I believe you.
Yeah,
because dude, if you had seen the amount of food we
always
bought,
have like just for an example, if you're going into a regular grocery store, a cucumber is anywhere from like $1.20 to $2.
Sure.
At your Food Basics, your No Frills,
whatever, just
off the shelf.
Yeah.
Often there's like the flyers will come out and you can get them for around $1 a piece. Always at Centra, it's 2 for $1.
50 cents a piece.
English cucumbers, the same brand.
Yeah. Coming from the same place.
Coming from the same place, from the same shipper, it's always 2 for $1.
Wow.
That's the difference there.
Yeah.
So whereas if you need 2 cucumbers, you're spending triple the price.
Yeah.
Or like if it's
It's
$1,
fucking crazy.
$1.30, right? So it's that's my favorite.
My dad goes, there was the
You get
weirdest
mangoes
sale.
in there for like $12 for a case. You know how much mangoes cost? Like
Yeah,
individual,
a lot.
they're expensive.
We used to buy mangoes a lot.
So we'll go in there. We'll buy a week's worth of fresh produce, strawberries, blueberries, all whatever lettuces you need,
Yeah, whatever.
and a case of
Dude,
of
lettuce.
mangoes
Lettuce. The price
Yeah.
of just lettuce
is expensive.
is expensive. And let's be honest, we don't eat lettuce that often here. My dad makes salads every once in a while, but it doesn't make sense to go buy a head of lettuce.
No.
Fucking 3/4 of it gets thrown out because nobody eats it.
And so you'll go in there and we'll buy like mangoes. It's like 12. It's like $1 a piece.
Yeah.
So get a case of 12, and it's like $12. It's the most expensive thing we buy, and we'll walk out and pay like $36 and have a full cart of shit.
Fuck.
It's ridiculous.
That's fucking wicked though.
Yeah. But TNT is owned by Loblaws.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they started.
I think
as, like,
you
they were their
you know
own.
what? I think you said
They were
that
their own
before.
chain.
Yeah.
And then they got bought up, and it's a good Asian superstore because
Yeah.
they carry a lot of things that Loblaws and No Frills and shit that won't stock.
Saw my first giant clam there.
How big was it?
Fucking enormous.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm saying like enormous.
like 2 feet. Like CJ's making his hands.
yeah, like
They're like 18
I
inches
don't
wide
know.
across.
These tiles are about a foot, just a little over. So probably like 14, 15 inches.
That's a big
Whip
clam.
out your hammer.
Yeah,
We'll
a
measure it
quarter
from
of
that.
3 hammers equal 1 clam.
So 14 of your soft wiener.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's how
big.
big it was. 14
14
inches.
full inches. 14 entire inches long.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. They had some weird shit there. And I've sent you pictures like the dried mushrooms or whatever, and they look like fucking shrooms.
Yeah, they're big guys.
I'm like, Chris, dude, it's cheap. It's like $6 for a bag.
You can buy whole sugarcane stalks.
What?
That's the one we go to, and they look like bamboo.
Yeah,
And I always do a double take because I didn't know that sugarcane looks just like bamboo.
it does.
And I look at them.
Isn't it smaller though?
Quite.
like-
Yeah, it's not as thick.
Yeah.
But like these ones, I would say are probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're like that.
Yeah, probably like 3 inches in diameter. Like they're
Yeah.
a good size. No, smaller than that, 2 inches maybe. But yeah, it's like, all right, I guess I'll buy a whole stalk of sugarcane, and it's like $1. But the thing is with those things
We're
is
gonna
like
have to check
you
it
still
out.
have to process it, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, what's your time
Well,
worth?
if you know how to do it, cool.
Like I was saying, like when we made lobster, it was great, but it's not probably worth.
It's good once in a
Yeah,
once in
but
a blue moon, you know.
Once in a blue moon, it was good, but it's not worth some of the work that it takes to
Yeah, I agree.
extract the meat.
Yeah, agreed.
I would have rathered pay like an extra. I would have been happily to pay like an extra $15 and just have all the meat out.
I'm pretty sure now at like regular grocery store, I could be wrong. I don't buy lobster like ever, but I'm pretty sure you can ask for them cracked,
I don't know.
or I think
They'll
you can
cook
get
them in store.
I think you can get them to crack them as well. So like cook them, crack them. Pretty much all you have to do is like warm them up and
Yank them out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I could be completely wrong about this, but
We've been wrong.
I feel
before.
pretty confident.
Seems like it's right. I know that they'll cook them. That's the big thing at the grocery store by my house is they're like, let them cook while you shop. Because it takes like 15, 20 minutes to cook
yeah,
them.
why not?
They throw them in the steamer right there
If you know you want it,
and have that.
dude, cook them for me. Then your house doesn't smell like fucking lobster.
Yeah, that was the one thing I didn't like is that it reeked cooking.
Yeah, and we cooked ours up at the cottage. Yeah, although I don't think it was very cold out when we did it, so we just opened the windows and
I would buy
Well,
lobster tails. Like I've never done just the lobster tails.
barbecue.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, it's a lot easier, less mess, right? You don't have to boil the
And it's
water
outside.
outside, no smell inside.
I'm with you.
You might get a little smell inside, like after cooking them, bringing them in, and eating them. But yeah,
It
lobster
dissipates
tails
pretty
are
quick.
fantastic.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of seafood lately. We did some
Yeah.
like fried up fish last night.
Nice.
Some tilapia fillets.
Tilapia is good. A little, very,
it's very
bland.
bland.
You gotta fucking season that
It's
bitch.
got to be well seasoned.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's good for me because I'm a big time pussy when it comes to eating fish. But I'm trying to like work
Work
back,
into it.
Work into it.
Tilapia is a good one. Super healthy for you.
So
That's what they say.
The rumors tell me.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the word for the doctors, but so the doctors tell me.
The doctor
So the-
totally
So
slipped.
the that's what they tell me.
The scientist.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Quite good. And cast iron pan's the way to go for that. Just fucking.
I used to just do them in the oven.
That's a good call too.
Because, like, we used to get the frozen tilapia fillets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was like maybe 8 in a package. Sometimes you would get lucky and get 9. Just, I think it was more based off weight than
Yeah.
number. And so me and Mike, we'd throw fucking 8 in the oven and pretty much eat like, he'd eat 3, I'd eat 3. Because they weren't huge.
No,
but
and they're not very filling.
no, they're super light. But you throw that with some fucking rice. Oh,
Yeah, that's nice.
yeah. Some veg.
So I watched this. I wasted an hour and 15 minutes of my life the other day watching a Britney Spears documentary. Yeah, I did it so that you don't have to. Okay.
I appreciate that.
And I did it so we could talk about it on the podcast.
Okay. What's it on?
It's on Crave.
Okay. I don't know if we still get Crave.
You could just
You want to crank this up a little bit?
you could
Nice.
just Google it, and you'll find it.
Okay.
I don't even remember what it's called. I probably should have paid more attention.
Britney Spears documentary.
It's the one that everyone's talking about. Apparently,
What was her?
It's like
what was her
watching
big song?
Britney Spears had a lot of big songs.
Okay, her biggest one.
Big-
There's like
"Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" was probably
That's probably
that was the
the-
one that got her on the map.
that's probably her documentary. Hit Me Baby.
Yeah. It was one of these like documentaries that was made so shittily. And by that I mean like they didn't do a lot of work into doing it. They just like clipped a lot of like archival like news footage and like
Right.
tabloid stuff and like pictures
They
of
didn't
like
actually, like,
magazine headlines.
Do a whole lot of filming
Nope.
per se.
No, they just did like interviews and then they stole everything from other stuff. It was to me that's like a cheap
Yeah,
way to make a film.
100%.
And
Now, mind you, if you don't have the films to go back, but you don't have the recordings of certain
well,
things, then
yes, there is certain things that you need to pull archival footage
Yeah.
for, but they weren't talking to anyone that was really close to her or anyone that like didn't speak to her agents coming up or
Mhm.
anyone coming up or like anyone from her family. She wasn't in it. So they were just pulling shit and it was always from like the same source. It was like News Talk or whatever, E-Talk, whatever the fucking celebrity channels are,
yeah,
which those things are absurd, right? But it was like the way I described it afterwards, it was like watching a strobe light, the documentary. It just like you just like would shake. You'd be like, why? Like what? Because it would just be like it would be someone talking in the background, and then it'd be like news article, People magazine
Just
cover,
shit flashing in your
just
face.
like, and then like it'd be like a news clip of this, but it was never like long enough that like you could like hear the full story. It'd be like 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 1 second. What it was like watching a fucking strobe light.
Holy
It was
fuck.
disorienting.
Gotta kind of leave that shit on screen for a little bit so we can fucking take it in.
It
They're
was-
trying to brainwash you. They threw in a bunch of shit that wasn't about Britney Spears.
You're right.
And now it's burned into your
Afterwards, I went out and bought a ton of Pepsi and Dove products.
head.
And I didn't know why. I just knew I really
just did it.
I just
You just
knew that
wanted
Pepsi
it.
was better than Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And that Dove does help my dry skin.
It
And I barely have to
moisturizes your
moisturize
skin.
after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, moisturize while it cleans.
Yeah.
Really nice. Doesn't dry out in the shower.
Oh.
Yeah, People Magazine told me
Wow.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, you totally got brainwashed though.
It was so weird. So it was shot like, I guess,
Whose idea was it to watch it? Yours?
my stupid idea.
Figures.
I was
I just had to make sure.
I was waiting. I had a couple hours. I had an hour to kill.
Okay.
I watched it with my brother-in-law.
I've done
He's
that
as dumb
before.
as I am. So
You didn't watch it with Antonio?
no.
Perfect.
She's
So the
smart.
baby didn't get
No,
corrupted.
the baby
either.
didn't get corrupted.
Perfect.
No.
Hell yeah. Good.
I would have had to leave the room because this movie can induce seizures. I'm sure, no question. We we put it on. We put it on. And he's sitting beside me, and then like an hour goes by, and we're like, "Why are we watching this?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "We don't
But
know."
you continue to watch it?
Well, there was only 15 minutes left.
Love that shit. Yeah. Because you've already watched it for an hour.
That's also a human thing too. Apparently, there's like a thing in our brains that like we need to see shit out to the end.
Okay.
So like
I believe it.
even if we watch a shitty movie that we know is shitty, unless we turn it off within like the first 2 minutes, if we get to a certain point,
I play shitty games. I know.
there you go.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Gotta see it to the
Gotta
end.
see it. Gotta see that fucker right through. So
Till the next one.
there is
comes out.
something in our brains that makes us want to do it.
Gotcha.
No excuse for me even putting this on in the first place. It's on me. I thought it was like
I don't know though, because there are a
it
lot
was
of
about our life. It wasn't. It was
Okay.
about people.
bullshit.
It was about there was a lot of people in this that were called hashtag Free Britney activists. And like when they would interview them, it was like some dude off the street, literally.
Okay, yeah.
And
they
would
pulled them off the street before
and like
they did.
their job, like, you know, when it's like CJ Shade, like if you were Britney Spears' agent, they'd be like agent from this amount of time or whoever the fuck. But they didn't have anybody real to talk to
Yeah.
about Britney Spears. So they were just talking to fucking people that were just reading shit on Twitter and Instagram. And instead of this saying like a Free Britney activist, it would always a hashtag Free Britney activist as their job title. And then the thing that I came to understand about a lot of these people is mental illness for sure.
100%.
Like it was like sad, some of them.
Yeah.
was
I
like-
would. Yeah.
Yeah. There was,
But
there
I was going to
one-
say, like, a lot of these documentaries that come out about these stars from the past or even stars right now, a lot of them are really, really cool. And a lot of them I don't really give a fuck about.
but they're
or like-
in depth. They
yeah,
talk
and
to the
it's
people
cool
close to them.
Yeah,
They
and
talk
it's
to the
cool to
person
hear
it's
about the shit that they're going through or like,
The best documentary, one of the best I've ever seen, is OJ Made in America.
Yeah.
It's 8 hours long.
Oh,
I don't know.
holy
I don't know if it's
shit.
like 4 2-hour episodes or 8 1-hour episodes,
something
but it's
like that.
phenomenal.
Mhm.
And anyone, yourself included, anyone who hasn't seen it, I highly recommend it. And that one's so good is because it talks to him from the time he's born right up until what he's doing today, with people that were very close to him throughout all this shit, family, himself included.
Yeah.
It's not just like archival footage of him talking to Diane Sawyer
Yeah.
on 60 Minutes.
Yeah.
Because what are you actually
It's
getting
not
out of
just a
that?
bullshit documentary.
It is. And it was, and that's the thing that's what I took away from it. And that's
Yeah.
what I want to talk about is like the,
If you're going to do a documentary, at least do it
well,
fucking right.
Here's the thing is like, why are you using those sources? Because like the shit that you're getting off of like eTalk or 60 Minutes is all fucking
Bullshit.
nonsense anyway. So you're
Probably
not,
2% of it's real.
yeah, you're not getting the full story of like how she feels about something or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
thing that really cracked me up about it though, this was the best part, is I guess there is like the last year online, it started like as a TikTok thing or an Instagram thing or whatever
Okay.
the fuck.
Sure.
So people found out that Britney Spears is in a conservatorship. It's what it's called. It's like basically like someone's got like a guardianship over you. So she doesn't have full control over her finances and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because,
that might be a good thing.
because she went fucking crazy because the paparazzi hounded her.
Yeah. So
Right.
that's kind of a good thing.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But people found
People
found out about it last year and they're like, oh my God, we got to free Britney. Like she's been living under this dictator. That's her father. Which I would think generally, if you're going to go into one of these, if it's not a third party, it'd probably be someone within your family.
I think that's good though. I think you're seeing that a lot more these days though, especially with big celebrities where there is not really a third party, but like somebody else that is helping you not necessarily control all your funds, but it's like you go to
You
this
should have someone
person,
to watch it.
you go to this person and be like, hey, I want to do this. Can we do it?
Yeah.
No, because it's outrageous.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, perfect.
You just need that one
Where
extra
you debate
step.
a little bit and you go back and forth.
Yeah.
Here's my
But-
point.
But you need
Here's
that one extra step of
Yeah.
like, you can't just be
verification.
like,
You can't go out and pull out fucking $17 million and go blow it
and
on.
put a diamond in your forehead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you need to be able to call somebody like, hey, can I afford to put a diamond in my forehead? And somebody like, no.
yeah.
And you're like, what about
Are you
this side?
sure? Are you sure we can't do it?
And then they're
It's
gonna
a
be like,
pretty
no.
cool diamond.
And then usually the
It's a blood
impulse is gone.
diamond. It's a blood diamond.
That's always the good ones.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So they're pulling archival footage from these nonsense sources to begin with.
Yeah.
And they're talking to people that are only on this documentary because they made a fucking hashtag one day. And
Yeah.
it was like, Britney Spears needs to be safe. So this is the best part. So she's under this like conservatorship.
Yeah.
And last year people were up in arms like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, how did no one know about this? Blah, blah, blah. So I assumed it happened within the last 2 years. 2008. She's been under this thing since 2008. And
Old news, baby.
Exactly. So
Old
people found out
news.
about this 12 fucking years later, and they're like, oh my
Up
God.
in arms.
Up
Hey,
in
bitch,
arms.
it ain't your life.
Yeah. Fucking
Chill.
relax. Yeah.
Chill.
She's doing fine.
We don't need Britney out there fucking
Yeah.
doing some crazy ass shit.
And the thing is like the people they were using for this thing were the people that made her fucking crazy. So they were interviewing
100%.
paparazzi guys that would follow her
Yeah.
around. And the way that they would excuse her is like, well, she never told us to leave her alone.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you, but like,
You're
then you're
out of your
watching the
mind.
footage is like,
Can you leave me alone?
Because I forgot how fucking popular she was. She was huge from the time we were young until
Yeah.
about 2008, 2009. She was like,
Huge.
she was massive.
Yeah.
Like one of the biggest celebrities probably ever to date at that point.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that was in the days where like there wasn't online stuff. So they just fucking paparazzi was just hounding you for like,
I just thought of that too.
and they drove
Just-
her fucking literally insane.
They drove, I think, a lot of people
Yeah.
insane. I kind of forgot how crazy paparazzi used to be. There was a,
It's the only time you could get shit.
I think it was a like a small, like a docu-series type shit. There was a kid out in LA. This kid was like 12. He'd go to school, come home, and then go, and he was a paparazzi. He'd fucking hop on a skateboard, go to wherever. He knew everybody and anybody, so he could figure out where so-and-so was. Dude, this kid had the best of the best gear. He would do all this shit. And like, because the kid was so young, they kind of gave him like almost a pass. Like they still gave him a bit of a hard time.
Stalking.
Like
Somehow it's legal stalking.
You don't have anything else to do. Like go to the skate park. Like go hang out with your friends.
If someone-
homework.
If someone was calling me, being like, "Where is CJ right now?
yeah.
Do you know where he's going?" Well, I don't know. Do you know where he's going for dinner tonight? I heard he's going here for tonight. And someone was doing that to me, I'd be like, "Yo, man, I think someone's trying to fucking harm you because someone's calling me asking your exact
where
whereabouts."
you are.
But paparazzis can do that, and it's like, cool,
It's fine.
have at it.
Dude,
But the other thing I took away from this episode, which I had this belief anyway, but the weirdest thing to me is like idolation of like celebrities and politicians. Like those two things to me, like people get obsessed with celebrities.
oh yeah.
Like it's fucking like just focus on your own life.
Dude,
I think
don't
you'd be a
give
little bit happier.
Fuck what they do.
Yeah. Like you don't know this person. You don't know anything about
When's your
them.
next cool film coming out so I can watch it for 2 hours and then
Like
be
you're
done?
picking up a magazine to
Like, I
read
don't
like
give
a
fuck
nonsense
what you're doing
story
in your
about
off,
them.
in
see
your
a
off
photo.
season.
It's crazy. I don't understand the obsession over celebrities, and I don't understand the obsession over politicians because to me they're the same thing.
Yeah.
You'll never know these people. They
No.
have a public life and a private life.
Yeah,
Is
they're not
fucking-
friends with you.
No.
You're most likely never going to be
Yeah.
friends with them. That was one thing. So, did you ever hear about the shit? I'm pretty sure you heard about the Chris D'Elia shit.
Yeah.
He just released a video like last week.
I did not know that.
That was like his first time since the whole scandal shit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Anyways, Brian
I knew about
Callen-
his scandal.
Brian Callen had the same type of shit, and he left Fighter and the Kid for a year. His first episode back was like this past week as well. He's aired on 2 episodes in the past like 2 weeks. Anyways, Brendan Schaub, who is the other half of Fighter and the Kid, like 4-minute clip from the one of his podcasts, or like I don't know if he did it on his own and it just got released on Instagram or whatever. And he's like, listen, there's a plan from day one. There were no charges. Show me charges.
Yeah.
And like, this will be whatever. But like Brian chose to leave the show for pretty much like Brendan's sake and the
Just to
show's
step away, yeah.
sake. If he stepped away, they didn't lose any sponsors. They didn't lose any of this
All
other
the
shit.
craziness. Let the heat die down.
Let the
Yeah.
heat die down. But there's like no charges, none of this bullshit. It's all fucking accusations and
And accusations are fine, but
It's just
again,
all this-
due process is still a thing.
dog shit. But what
Yeah.
Brendan went on to say is he's like, listen, you guys are never going to know 100% of this shit. You're never going to know everything that happens behind the scenes in our lives,
Yeah.
whatever, because we're not friends.
Yeah, we don't know you.
Yeah. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for being a fan,
Yeah.
but like, don't be
But
obsessed
we're not
with me.
friends.
Yeah.
Like everybody in this circle knew
Don't protest
what was
in the
happening.
street saying hashtag free Brit.
There's been a plan since day one with both Brian Callen and Chris D'Elia, and you guys are just now seeing that plan unfold.
There you go.
Yeah, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Like, a lot of people needed to fucking hear this. But again, a lot of people aren't going to fucking understand it or like want to,
Yeah,
I
like-
guess, believe it in a sense.
Yeah, and when I say like celebrity idolation, like I like obviously be fans of whoever the
Yeah.
fuck, but like there's a different point between
There's a line.
there's a line for sure. Enjoy people's content, enjoy it, whatever, but like don't be like obsessing and protesting in the streets and going to court hearings, and that's what they were doing in this thing. It was
Dude,
so weird.
That's fucking insane.
Like here's another example. Again, there's you talk about real due process. Say what you will about Michael Jackson. I might own opinions on him.
Sure.
I think he probably did most of the shit he was accused of, but that's a different story.
Whatever.
But he went to court twice.
Yeah.
He was acquitted both times.
Okay.
So he had his day in court.
Yeah.
He was found innocent. So as humans, we should accept that to a certain
Yeah.
point, right? But fucking the weirdest thing to me is there's like those trials were circuses. The fucking fans that were outside. We love you, Michael. We love
Yeah,
you.
it's
Like holding sign.
insane.
Like what in the fuck? You're
Dude, that
taking
guy-
time out of your day to go and fucking
Dude, that guy
do
couldn't
that?
go to a fucking.
Go to one of his concerts and hold a sign. Don't
He
fucking
couldn't go to a store.
There's another person who went fucking crazy from.
Dude, and
he was 5 when he was a celebrity, and he was
Yeah.
probably the most popular person that's ever lived.
Yeah.
Like from like when was Jackson 5? The 60s or 70s?
Holy shit! Yeah.
60s?
Long. I don't know.
There was like
I
5
don't know
channels on
for-
TV.
Yeah. Crazy.
Think about the Beatles too. Like they fucking somehow got out of it.
Crazy.
Yeah. But they were older. They weren't 5 years old.
Yeah. That was another thing. I think it was Joe Rogan when he had Miley on talking about being a
Child
celebrity.
celebrity? Yeah.
Yeah, so young.
They don't come out of that shit.
No. And like for a lot or for maybe a handful of them, if you have good like mentor type shit or people looking out for you that have gone through the whole celebrity thing that are looking down and like
Yeah.
helping you through shit.
But
Still, it's
it's-
fucking.
and
It's a
and here
nightmare.
and here's the other thing. Hollywood is a fucking dark and seedy place. And I don't think it's a place for a fucking child ever.
So I
You know what I
agree.
mean? Like it's this weird fine line. Like, and I saw it in this documentary too. Is like Britney was a singer when she was a child, so it's like okay, like what's the line between I want my kid to follow their dreams and we'll help them with whatever path possible, and then there's like just throwing them to the wolves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, spoke about this with my brother-in-law when we were watching this. An example, like I don't think Britney was thrown to the wolves because she had her family and stuff like that, but she just couldn't get away from the fucking paparazzi.
Just get away from the bullshit.
Yeah, but I don't think they like just left her to like music execs and stuff like that. Who like, there's some dark histories in Hollywood and stuff like that with those people.
Yeah, there's a fucking
Yeah.
whole bunch of scumbags.
Exactly, to take advantage of children and
Who
shit.
there was some a recent musician like Taylor Swift or something like that, and they had him put out music for. I don't think it was Taylor, but somebody like that, like young, not super young, but young, and their like manager had like 50% of her music, or it was something absurd, and that's the only like she had to wait like a year to get out of this contract, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fucking absurd the shit that happened.
Yeah, but listen, no one made you sign that fucking document. But
Dude.
the thing is, you get caught up in like, holy fuck, I'm getting a record deal. But go to a lawyer, be like, we'll come back, we'll talk to you, and have someone read the
Can you
fucking fine
read this
print.
for me?
Yeah, read the fine print because it's like, oh yeah, here they're gonna get 50% of their sales, and then after that they're gonna get 75% of the sales and all this shit. Okay, so how much am I gonna make out of the total profit? 13%.
Yeah.
And it's probably lower than that.
Dude, streamers in recent because
They're like
streaming
the quarters
has,
of pennies.
dude, streamers have been in the last like 2 years blown up. And
Like Shopify or Spotify and stuff you're talking about, right? Like streaming music sites.
no, like Twitch.
Oh,
Like
you're talking about gaming.
like game
Okay.
game streamers. And there's been so much shit coming out about like streamers joining like gaming organizations, both to benefit the streamer and the organization. But these streamers that are young, they're like, dude, some of these kids are like 17, 18 years old. They don't know a fucking thing. They just see fucking dollar signs.
Yep.
Cool opportunity, an org they've probably wanted to join since they were 6.
And they're getting robbed.
Yeah, and where it's like in the contract, it's like we take 80% of your revenue.
Yeah.
What?
Why?
Why do you need 80% of my revenue?
Because
Like,
they're scumbags.
yeah, and it's like, how did your parents, because like, let's be honest, you're still 18.
Mhm.
How are your parents not like, maybe
Slow down.
maybe we should get somebody to
Let's
look
just
at
send it
this.
to the lawyer.
If they're going to give you this amount of money,
They can wait 5 minutes.
they can wait 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and you can also afford to
wait.
pay a few grand in lawyer fees for them to look at something.
And then negotiate it.
Yeah.
But the problem is
Or
they
say,
probably
go
make
fuck yourself.
yeah,
I'm
they
not
probably
fucking
make
doing
they
it.
probably make you feel like this is the only opportunity. Just sign it. It's
Dude.
gonna be good. And then they dangle like
Yeah.
they'll dangle a couple million in your face,
Oh,
but really
guaranteed.
you're worth 50 million.
Yeah.
And you're gonna see 2 million.
Yeah.
And they're gonna put all the rest in their back pocket and do absolutely nothing.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
So, like again, like what's the fine line between like, okay, help your child follow their dreams and be passionate, but like I guess you got to be there along the way.
Yeah.
You don't let your fucking kid go to
Just-
Hollywood parties.
like,
Like,
fuck
like
no.
I think Drew Barrymore was fucking drinking and parties and shit when she was 6 and 7. She's a fucking child.
Jesus.
Well, she was in E.T., right? She was
Yeah.
the little sister in E.T. That's
Yeah.
when her first thing. But I'm gonna look this up. I'm pretty sure she was like 6 and 7, and she was drinking, smoking cigarettes. Like you're working on a fucking
How do
film.
you not?
Everyone on that set is an adult.
Yeah.
And you're letting and
Just
people are walking
idiots,
by
man.
fucking seeing this shit go down. It goes to show you what a fucking gross and creepy place Hollywood is.
Dude, it really
Which is another reason why these fuckers aren't to be idolized. Because they're not worthy of it. They're
Yeah.
fucking creeps. It's fucking weird.
It's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Do we?
likey.
One thing I've just been thinking in the off chance. So down in the States, like if you go to Florida, Texas,
Yeah.
their income tax is like fucking nil.
Well, they don't have a state income tax.
Okay. Is there anything like that here?
Yeah.
Like from province to province? I've never
Yeah, but it's
really thought
I
of
think income tax is consistent because that's
Okay.
like when you file your taxes,
know,
it
like,
goes to the Canada, it
it's
goes to
like
Canada Revenue
it.
Agency.
HST is
So that-
the same like across the board or something, or
No,
GST.
No,
or
so that's so that's what
one
I was
of the
gonna get
two
to.
is like straight across
so
the board.
there's a
and-
federal sales tax which has
Okay.
to go on everything.
okay.
Anything you buy at the store,
Yeah.
so that's like usually 4%, I think. I
Sure.
think it's 4%.
Okay.
Then provinces, in a way, to steal more money from people because taxes are theft. You cannot convince me otherwise.
I think the government is a whole fucking scam.
Yeah,
Continue.
they're the biggest. They're the best fucking mafia boss out there.
100%.
Yeah. So provinces, in a way, to steal more money from people, put in provincial sales taxes.
Yeah.
Ours in our province is called HST, which is a
Yeah.
harmonized sales tax. So because I don't know if you remember this, but you used to, like, if you were to go to the grocery store, on your bill it'd be like GST, PST, taxes, and then whatever. So our harmonized sales tax is the GST plus the provincial sales tax mixed into one little neat bow, because then you'll forget that the provincial sales tax is fucking 11%.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the way of the province being like, it's fine.
I was
It's
gonna
just
say,
this
like,
is what tax.
our tax is like 1.14 or something like
This
this.
is what taxes are. It's great. It's
Insane.
13% everything we pay in Ontario.
Yeah. Okay.
That's our
Yeah,
HST.
Yeah.
But I think the sales tax is 4%, so it's 9%. The provincial sales tax is 9% on top of everything you do.
That's stupid.
So if you go to Calgary, there is no provincial sales tax.
Okay.
Or Alberta, there's no provincial sales tax. I believe there's other provinces with if they do have provincial sales tax, it's very low. Ontario and BC and Quebec are the highest taxed. More people,
Yeah.
but also like that doesn't mean that you should be taxed more because there's more people.
Yeah.
Because-
but it's like LA though.
Because taxing doesn't mean more efficiency.
it's like
often
LA
means the
though.
opposite.
Like again, because a lot of the shit I see is from people
Well, my sister
living
lives
in
there.
LA. Dude,
They pay a lot of taxes,
a shit ton of taxes, and then
and they don't get a lot for it.
yeah, I just heard them say the other day. They're like, everybody's moving out. It's like, dude, I pay so much in taxes, and yet the roads are this shit.
Yeah,
Like potholes everywhere.
Same thing
Like
here.
fucking
Same thing
crazy,
here.
man.
That's,
I was just wondering, like, I know down in where's Spokane, Washington?
yes.
Yeah. They don't have what is it, like sales tax or something like that?
So they probably the only thing that they probably have is like a federal tax on goods.
yeah, like
because
if
those are
you're
mandatory.
selling like a service.
Yeah.
So like I know this because a dude, this is a few years ago. It could have changed from now, but he's a photographer and he didn't have to tax anything he did.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, so like he would do his job and it would $2,000 for the job. It was fucking $2,000 on the button or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't $2,000. Here's HST. Here's fucking taxes and
It's
whatever.
psychotic. Yeah. So Alberta doesn't have one. I would be interested to see what the territories are. Actually, let me look it up while we're talking about it.
I was just curious because again, I'm hearing about it all the fucking time.
In Canada, yeah, but income tax is a federal program. So
Yeah.
that fucking thing,
It's only in our headphones.
I think
so
only we can hear
It's
it,
not. It's definitely not this because when I play games and shit, my phone's right beside the
but-
mic.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's just the feedback coming from the headphones for
headphones.
us.
So federal taxes on your income and stuff, that's a federal program. So you can't get away from that.
Yeah,
It is what it is. And it's like, I don't know.
It's so
I don't know
dumb.
how to work out the
we
percentage.
should make a rebellion or whatever it is
For
against
sure.
the government. 100%.
Okay. Well, now we're getting into seditious territory. We shouldn't make a rebellion, but we should elect people that will reform the tax code is how I will put that.
100%.
That is how I will say that. Because when you start saying those words, it's
That's what I meant.
actual crimes.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. I know that's what you meant.
Yeah.
You were just kidding.
Yeah. Jokes.
You weren't committing a seditious act. I believe you.
I'm just going to run for prime minister
Oh, God. You don't want to do that.
just for 6 months.
Sales tax, province to province, Canada.
I thought you were going to do territory.
Well, I'm sure they're going to include it when I look this shit up.
Probably not because it's Google.
Okay. British Columbia, Manitoba, GST plus PST is 12%. New Brunswick is 15%.
Holy shit.
Newfoundland is 15%. Holy fuck.
I thought they would have been a lot less.
Not surprised that they're that high because, again, governments are crooks. Northwest Territories is
But a lot of lumber comes out of New Brunswick.
out of Newfoundland? Or
New Brunswick.
Sorry.
New Brunswick.
Okay, so Northwest Territories only has the GST. That's 5%. Nova Scotia, 15%. Nunavut, 5%. Ontario is 13%. PEI is 15%. Holy fuck, we get taxed to shit in this country. Quebec, 14.975%. Just to keep things interesting. Because we can't have...
Just to have the one up.
Oh my God. And Saskatchewan's 11%. And Yukon is 5%. Where the fuck's Alberta?
2%.
Alberta's 5% as well. So there is
Ooh.
one... So Alberta and the 3 territories are 5% across the board.
Wow.
And that's just the GST. So the GST is 5%. So the government taxes you on everything that you fucking make.
Yeah.
And then taxes you on everything that you buy and everything that you sell. It's the fucking best racket in the world. They gotta figure it out. It's even funnier when like tax time comes around and it's like, what about this? Yeah, you gotta pay tax on that. What about that? Yeah, you gotta pay. They have everything figured out.
So
If you die, they take taxes.
one of the streamers I watch, he puts his shit out on TikTok and he fucking watches TikTok. And he showed one on stream. It was this kid, and like a young kid, and he's like, okay, so it's like first time paying taxes or whatever.
Can we pause this for a second?
Sure. And we're back.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Bit of a minor, not really work emergency.
Yeah, no, taxes are fucking insane.
Easy, bro.
Have you ever watched Hell on Wheels?
No, but you've told me about it.
Dude, the season where they introduce the government
Yeah. Everything goes to shit, I bet.
infuriates the shit out of me because it's like, this is how it started?
Because you realize it's a mafia. It's a racket.
Literally, it's a group. Literally,
Yeah.
it is a mafia. A
Yeah.
group of guys come by. Well, if you're not doing this, you're going to prison.
Yeah. The best.
Or we will kill you.
My favorite is the oversimplified memes of like tax season. And it's like me filing taxes for the first time.
Well, it's like people.
You go to the government and you're like, how much do I owe? They're like, oh, you have to calculate that yourself. And you're like, this much? They're like, nope. This much? Nope. Go to jail.
Well, it was all this shit too.
But they know
Like,
exactly how much. Just tell me how much I got.
dude had his house, and they're like, no, we own this land. What?
Government land, bro?
I
Yeah.
ain't fucking bought this house.
No.
No, it's
Not
ours
anymore.
now. You know, you got to pay us.
Yeah.
And you got to pay us every year this amount of money.
The thing that really
What?
infuriates me, and I know a lot of smart people that say these things, but to me, it's really dumb.
Yeah.
The thing that really drives me crazy, and everyone comes up with it as if like it's a new and innovative idea, is whenever there's like talks to like how we're going to fund things, be like, oh, we'll just implement a tax for this, or implement a tax for like, that's your creative idea,
Yeah.
a fucking tax.
Yeah, well, that's
Really?
all they can do.
No, it's not all they can do.
kind of.
But it's not. They can do things more efficiently as government.
100%. But why? When they can just tax us?
Well, and the thing is they've now like convinced people like, oh yeah, we should just like pay taxes on this and pay tax on that and pay taxes for that. It's like, are you guys out of your fucking minds?
Yeah.
This is not a new and innovative fucking idea. The government
Chris, it
created
is
a
new.
tax.
It's a new tax.
Oh, you're right. It is
Chris,
a new tax.
it's a new tax.
Wait, what is it going to pay for? This thing the thing? Oh, okay. No,
Chris,
it's not.
going to pay for a big statue
Oh, cool.
and garden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
And it takes this much per year to maintain. And it's
Yeah.
going to cost us this much up front to build a statue.
Here's the sad.
Chris,
Here's the sad.
we're getting a
freaking
deal
reality.
on the statue from the statue maker.
from the statue
Chris.
store, which we had
Chris.
no other quotes on, by
Chris,
the way.
yeah. This one guy gave us, and it was fantastic.
Who one of our elected
It
members
was only
knew.
$1.5 billion. Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, you're being outrageous that you don't want to pay this tax.
No.
Chris.
Tell you no. Another good racket that they got is like RIPs. So when you retire, like when you
Yeah.
save, you do RSPs and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Then when you retire, it converts over to what's called a RIF.
Okay.
So every year, there's money that you've saved your entire life.
Yeah.
right?
Let's tax you on it.
No, that's better.
Oh, nice.
So they force you to take money out. So every year they they like sit there and like boop, 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 boop. This much percentage you have to take out this year. However they work it out based on
Sure.
income and stuff. So they're like, you have to take out a certain percentage of this money this year. And you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
It has to come out.
Has to.
And then when it comes out, they tax you lump sum on that amount. So like you'll lose right off the
Like
hop, like
fucking a shit
probably
ton of money.
a quarter of it.
Yeah. So fucking dumb.
That's like the fact that they were able to like work that one out and people were like, yeah, that's a good idea. So if I went to you again, like this
Yeah.
is the best way to figure out how stupid
Yeah.
fucking government programs are. If I was to go to you and be like, listen, man, I got this really good idea. It's going to help you for your future. What you're going to do is every month you're going to put away $500.
Yeah.
You're going to give that to me. I'm going to hold on to that for a while.
Yeah.
And after like 40 years, it's going to
We're going to do a whole lot of shit to
I'm
it.
going to invest it
We're going to use it.
and you're going to get like
We're going to make a buttload of money off of
you're
it.
going to get 1% returns over,
Yeah.
over 40
You're
years.
going to make 3 pennies
yeah.
when you retire.
So you're like, okay,
Cool, sick. 3 pennies.
this wasn't
Let's
a
go. Yeah.
a good offer
3
already,
pennies.
you're gonna give me your money. I'm gonna give you 1% interest in return.
Yeah.
Over a 40-year period.
Yeah.
And then when you retire, okay, you have to take out
A shit ton of money.
the amount of money I tell you, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep a quarter of it.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a good deal to you?
No.
Okay, cool.
You're going to do it anyways. Yeah, cool. Eat shit.
But like, how do people?
It's so
fucking-
dumb. So dumb.
And that it just drives me crazy. People are like, oh,
That's
we
why it
we should do
infuriated
this,
me the
and we
most.
should tax it. Is like, no, we should regulate things, but we shouldn't tax everything.
So-
I might have said on this very show, so if I have, I don't want to be a hypocrite. If I've said like, because we've spoken about drugs before.
Yeah.
I think that all drugs should be legal.
Yeah.
I might have said, then it can be regulated and taxed. Fuck, take away the tax part from me.
Yeah.
I misspoke. I'm just
Sure.
saying generally.
Yeah.
Regulation is important.
Yeah.
Taxation is not.
No.
Private charities implement far more effective social programs and aid to people than any government program has or will.
Yeah.
Look at GoFundMe pages alone. Private charity can do way more than what
Oh,
fucking a
100%.
government program can do.
100%. Dude,
And
I watched
cost nothing.
I watched a guy, he didn't take gamer, didn't take any donations this year. All his donation links went to a charity, raised over $1.2 million throughout the entire year.
Yep.
Another dude in a 24-hour period raised $2+ million for St. Jude's.
I think Barstool Sports has raised like something like $30 million for private businesses.
Yep, seen that.
Yeah.
See it all the
You know
time.
how much money the fucking US government's giving private businesses?
Like
Nothing.
pennies.
Nothing.
Literally pennies.
And one private institute.
Literally dropped a penny off at every door.
Yeah. And one person who owned a company and people that liked that company donated.
Yeah.
And they
Again, whether it's
they
$2, $10, $1 million.
They gave private businesses far more money
Yep.
than the government would have. And it also cost. So it's not just like the government's like writing you a check. It's all the things that are associated with that. Like there's people that work for them. There's all these inflated fucking bureaucrats that are middle managers and
Yep.
shit like that. All that shit costs money.
Yeah.
You just turn around paying yourself.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
Dude, and I think
Go to a place with no taxes.
I think that's what
I'm
infuriated
moving to
me.
the Cayman Islands.
I'm moving to Alberta apparently because it's only 5%.
You know what? Honestly, that's a good point because we can move freely within this country.
Yeah.
We should go to a place where there's less taxes.
Yeah.
Or at
And
least your dollar
beautiful
goes
out there.
further. Yeah, and it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
You get to look at mountains every day.
And Zach's out there. And John.
And Zach and John are out there.
Yeah.
We're coming.
Hi, Zach and John. Hey, Zach. Thanks for being on the podcast
Thanks
last week.
again, Zach.
If you didn't listen to that episode, go listen to that episode. Episode 26.
Our good friend Zach was on. That was a lot of fun, that one.
That was a lot of fun. I keep meaning to call him to see if he's okay if I release the video of
He's fine. You don't need his permission.
I'm still gonna fucking call him.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, you should probably get
Like for the picture too, like I cropped out like because it said his name.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna
Take his name out.
I'm just gonna crop it out and not have to worry about it.
Anyway, all the brainiacs out there that keep telling me that implementing a tax for this and a tax for that is like as if it's some brand new innovative idea. Grow up and think of a real good idea.
It's new, Chris. It's a new tax.
Yeah, beat it.
It's not 14%. It's 13.7. It's new.
The good one is like every couple of years this one comes up for because we have a crumbling infrastructure system in this province, which is amazing because we pay 13% on everything.
It's crazy.
You would think it would be much more efficient.
You would think.
No.
It's not.
But
Chris, there's going to be a new tax. Chris.
Every couple of years, there's always this talk that in order to fund the repairs to the Gardiner and the DVP and like expansions and stuff like that the city of Toronto should implement like a commuter tax, so that anyone who drives in and out of the city every day is, and these are people that are in Toronto, right? These are the brainiacs, like the regular citizens are like, we should implement a tax
that they walk everywhere.
It'll pay, and I take the TTC and I bike ride and I like okay,
cool, bro.
But everyone that keeps the city running lives outside of it.
Literally.
Yeah. So
sorry, we commute an hour and a half to get to where we need to be.
So every couple of years, some brainiac will be like, we should do this tax system. And then the mayor of the city has to remind people, if you want to do this, just so you know, as many people commute out of Toronto every day as there is coming in. It's not one-way traffic from the 905 areas.
Yeah.
And then people are like, I don't think we should implement this tax. Because they thought that they could just tax people entering their fucking town every time. No, it works both. It works both ways, you fucking idiots.
Do you know what would happen if that shit happened?
Also, if you're going to build...
Nobody would work downtown and Toronto would fucking crumble.
If you're going to build a tax mode around your city, you should be your own country. And then I can decide if I want to come and hang out there.
Yeah. Fucking put a moat around Toronto and we'll let you float off into fucking
let you become
Lake
Toronto
Ontario
Island.
And just fucking let you sink.
Yeah.
Idiots. Fucking dummies.
I'm really stupid, but I know that taxes aren't a good idea.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I'm in the same boat. I'm asking you for these answers.
The answer is yes, there's a tax on it. Always. And if like you don't know it, then there is. And also the answer always is
go to Nunavut because there's 5% taxes.
Alberta's warmer.
100%.
Alberta's warmer.
100%. But I really have the interest to go to and see all three territories.
I think you got to. I think it's something I'd like to do. But you only have a short window to do it. You got like July and August.
Yeah, but you know what though? It would intrigue me to go in the winter just because aren't they... Okay. Is it winter where they're in darkness 24?
Some parts of it, yeah.
Like not 24/7, but like 24/6.
Some parts
they have like
some parts will go
like 23/7
weeks without sun.
Yeah, it's like you get like 1 hour of sun.
Yeah, there's lots of parts of Canada
per
that are
week.
like that.
Yeah,
because they're so far north.
Yeah, I'd be cool. I think that'd be kind of cool.
The Earth just tilts this way, and it's like you don't get to see the sun for a while.
No, you're.
Then it tilts back.
Eat shit for a little.
Look
bit,
at the sun. Look at the sun, and it's gone.
I think that'd be pretty cool to see. Again, not for a long period of time, maybe a short period of time, but
yeah,
just to experience it.
A couple days. Yeah, I guess you're right. Go up once for like a couple days in the winter, and then spend like a month traveling all through.
Like I'm not saying I want to live in a fucking igloo up there.
I don't think you have to.
Like I like my igloo here for all the people
I saw the one
not
you built
living in
back.
Canada.
It's quite good.
It's cool, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canadians only live in igloos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Snow dog everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the way to go. Speaking of that, there was these kids in my neighborhood built a fucking sick ice palace. I don't know
how they did
it. Well, it's like an igloo.
Yeah.
But like I guess they had their dad like go around with a snowblower. This thing's legit.
Really?
It's pretty good. It's pretty cool.
Is it still up?
Yep.
Fuck, hopefully I see it next weekend.
I'll show you. It's in the park across the street.
Oh hell yeah.
So even smarter, they didn't build it in their backyard because their backyard's a bit tight. So they they back onto the park. So they
Build
just
in the
opened their
park.
gate and built it there. Have all this
Fucking
expansive space.
Gigantor.
This thing's huge.
Hell yeah.
It's like the size of my driveway.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, man. It's big.
I've seen a couple like online of like people with like young ones, like not to like, I don't know, 5, maybe
Sure.
younger. I don't fucking know. And they just make like a little one where you can like kind of one person can go in and sit in.
This one looks like it has.
But like you could go in and sit in it, but like only you're gonna fit in it.
Yeah, yeah. And then the other neighbors across the street, they build like these ramps on their front driveway.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it. They were building ramps the other day.
Yeah, they got it.
But
All.
we used to do that out front here.
Yeah, so they've got I'm gonna say it's over 10 feet tall.
Holy shit. I wouldn't ride that.
It's
Too
taller than
scared.
me. The kid was out there. The dad was snow blowing, adding pile, and the kid was out there with the hose, hosing it down.
Oh, that thing's a fucking sheet
they
of
got
ice.
2 bobsled runs on it now. So at the start of the winter, they only had one,
Yeah.
and it's dodgy that's on their front yard, but I get it. 'cause
They've
they-
expanded.
Yeah, so
It's got
it's
2.
smart. So the dad builds the one run, comes down, and then he builds like a bumper so that they don't go shooting off into the street. They hit the bumper and it
Where's the
spins
fun
them
of
out,
that?
and then they land in the driveway and stop.
Oh,
And then he built a second run that does the same thing.
hell yeah.
But this one is pretty. This one's funny. I'd like to see how this one works because it's like built up into their front tree now. So like I'm sure like if a kid goes too hot and maybe doesn't make the turn,
yeah.
right into the tree.
We had it
And then they built a snow fort into the
into that.
So you
That's
got,
a little dangerous.
they got tunnel. No, this thing's made of ice. This thing
Okay.
ain't coming down.
Okay, then you're fine.
Yeah, because the
Nice.
dad will throw all the new snow on there,
Water it down.
water it, pack it down. Then the kids are sledding on it. This thing is. You need a jackhammer to break this thing up.
Jesus.
I guarantee you.
We had it one year up to the East Rock. And for the snow skates, like skateboards
Yeah.
on snow. That was fun.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool for the kids to have fun like that.
It's
to
nice
see.
seeing that shit
Yeah,
still.
It is nice to see.
Because you don't see it a lot. Like
No,
you see it like you see the odd road hockey game in the summer.
well, especially in this town because it's not
old.
a young person's town anymore.
It's getting
You
younger,
can't raise
I think,
families in this
but
town.
it not
It's hard.
yeah.
It's expensive.
It's way too Ontario, well, where we live is stupid
Yes.
for
Psychotic.
real estate. Yeah. It's insane.
Yep, Cayman Islands. That's the move, I think. At least it's warm.
Coming with you, I
Let's
guess.
do it. Tax
It's
haven.
fucking cheap. Let's do it.
Register the business.
Yeah.
At CaymanIslands.com.
Fine by me. Do a live every fucking Sunday out of the resort.
Yeah. Sipping Mai Tais.
Yeah.
Reviewing margaritas.
Hey, if they want to pay us a little fee to do it out of there, we'll do it.
I'll be honest, I'll do it for free.
if we have a unlimited drink tab and food, done.
Yeah.
For
I
Sunday,
think most people would agree.
I'd be down.
Anything else you want to get to?
No, I think I'm good.
All right.
Hit us up, mail.twoseasonapod@gmail.com, or on our Facebook, even though nobody goes on Facebook, 2 Season of Pod
But
there.
if you know any old people, direct them to
tell
the
your
Facebook page.
grandparents and parents to follow us
on Facebook.
on Facebook.
on the
Also,
YouTubes.
we are now on the YouTube. I believe there are 4 episodes, should be 5, 6 by the time this airs, on our YouTube channel. They are older, but we're just trying to get caught up. So go hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like button on all the videos and drop a comment. Tell us whatever the fuck you want to tell us.
Yeah.
Get
Get into comments fights. Those are fun.
I like seeing those.
they're
We'll
in a-
probably join in, or I will.
You can't because you're also
Bullshit.
representing me.
I'm
So
gonna
you
join in.
you can't say things that I'm not sanctioning to. Just so you know.
I ask you before I fucking do shit.
Yeah, but you don't ask me when you're getting into comment fights. If you have,
I've never gotten into a comment
Perfect.
fight. I make fun of people.
just go onto your own account and get into comment fights.
Okay, I can definitely do that. I have like
Yeah,
7.
There you go. See? Our only subscriber on YouTube is CJ's 7 accounts.
Actually, no, I think we have 2. One's
Beautiful.
me. One's me.
One's probably me.
So that's the other one. Nice. Nice. Okay, guys.
Thank you very much as
Thanks
always.
for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Take care.
Deuces.